Hey guys and gals of YouTube, Mr. Drain Doc here once again. And I know it's been quite a while since I made a Star Citizen video, which seems to be about all the videos I ever make anymore, which is not that many, if any at all. But it's been a while since I've made a video, so I thought I'd make another one here. The only real reason I made another one is there's just been a change to at least my particular ship, which is the variant of the Constellation, which is the Phoenix that I have. And I no longer have my little P-52 Merlin that sits here. It went away. It was abducted or stolen or something. The reason being, I guess, is that it's flyable now, which I've already tested, and it seems to be a pretty good little ship. It's just supposed to be, I guess, like a support ship for this. Well, technically it's not a support ship for this particular ship, because this ship, I guess, gets the Archimedes fighter. It's the P-72 Archimedes. It's I guess like a variant of the Merlin. It's supposed to be like one step up from the Merlin. It's supposed to be, I guess, a better one, even though I don't know really. You know, these support class fighters are only going to be, I'm sure, so good. They're probably more classified for escape and evade than they are for straight up fighting. I don't think I would want to go up against a Hornet or something like that. I mean, I'm sure all these things are still yet to be determined, but yeah. But I just want anyone who hasn't or doesn't even have this constellation or has even seen this yet, I just wanted to throw this out there just so people could see what this looks like. That is, if you've seen it, what it looked like with the ship prior. It's got this little step ladder going up into the airlock that's actually inside the ship, inside the engine room of the Constellation of the Phoenix. And then you got this little like opening here that's sort of like a, I don't know, a banana shape or something, like what the canopy of the cockpit would open up, and I'm assuming makes some kind of a seal, because I guess if it didn't you would float out into space. And then you climb up into that little ladder into an airlock, and you're on the Constellation, and of course vice versa, climb again into this little ship. I'm not 100% sure how this little support pod, whatever you want to call it, would release the Archimedes slash Merlin though. I don't know if it like drops excuse me, or slides, or exactly what the mechanic of that is yet. I don't know that. I'm sure the devs probably have a half of an idea, at least I hope they would. But yeah, I guess that's at a later date also. I was wondering, I sort of came around here a little earlier to see if any of this worked yet. There's supposed to be again a rover with all the different constellations. I guess this one's supposed to be the Lynx rover. I think it's LYNX, which again I think I have alluded to in some of my previous videos about that storage space on this particular constellation. The Phoenix is supposed to be, the storage is supposed to be extremely limited, and so I'm like, is that with or without the rover on it? Because if you add a rover to an already limited storage, does that completely, I mean, you're going to like add a suitcase and that's going to be like the end of your storage, or are you sacrificing storage for the Linux or vice, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you'd have to leave the Linux sitting over here by your buggy there in order to gain an ample amount of storage or an average amount of storage, or you know what I'm trying to say. I mean, not that this ship is even made for storage. I understand if you want storage, I guess you're going to take that ship, even though even that ship's not really a lot of storage, but it's probably a lot more storage than this ship is, even though it's how massive it is. But anyway, I'm rambling. That was all I really wanted to show you, was just though that was vacant. I may make another video flying in the Archimedes. Anyone who doesn't have Arena Commander or the access like that, just to show the ship itself, even though I'm sure everyone and their brother at this point has made a video on everything there is to know about Star Citizen and every ship, and you know, this is new here, I think, since the last video I made, is the little pod, because the table, I cut doors opening. Hi door, that's new also. I'll get back to that. The little crafting table here, I call it the crafting table, I don't know. That's from other games. It's just, you know, going into your, like, sort of like an inventory. You can do different things, your ships and weapons, and you can modify things and change engines out and weaponry, and you can change skins on things and paint jobs, and that's what that's pretty much all about. But this little pod is how you access Arena Commander, how you do the dog fighting. It also has a new little section, this Star Marine. You can't access it yet because you can't access it yet, it's not available. But this is the FPS version of the game, or area of the game, where you just go one-on-one or teams against you, killing each other with, you know, ballistic weaponry or energy weapons, melee weaponry. Excuse me. I believe at some point also it goes like anti-gravity, where there's like no gravity, but you can, like, you know, duck and cover behind things, and it's just full-on FPS, you know, PvP play. You're out of the ships, so that should be pretty cool. At least I hope it is. I mean, none of us know yet, of course. I'm sure they're doing testing and stuff like that. But and of course the normal Arena Commander, you have the dog fighting and the Murray Cup racing and all that. I'm not going to, you know, go into all that right now. I just wanted to show you that new that new Star Marine and all that good stuff. But this, oh, what am I doing? I got turned around. I wanted to show you this door real quick. I had a quick thought, and I think I either read this somewhere, or maybe I saw it on someone else's video, or maybe it was from the devs themselves, that this door that we're looking at, that again, this is something new, I think, since from my last video, which was many moons ago now, that this door, like, let's say for instance, eventually we're supposed to be able to have, we can invite other people to our hangars, so we can have multiple people in our hangars, I guess, simultaneously. And this, I am considering, or you're supposed to consider, is like a universal door. Like, anybody can come up to this door and this will happen. The door just opens. Possibly also like this door, even though this door is not right now because it just doesn't have the animation to do it. But a door like this, where it has this little blue looking like a key card looking thing, is not going to be a universal door. In fact, I may have touched on this on one of my last videos, I'm not sure, that this type of door here that you see would only open for you if it's your hangar, because you'll have some kind, jeez, that door is like sensitive. it'll only open for you because you have like a specific key card or something that's on your person, something like that. Now, whether others can access it as well because you allow them to, because you give them a duplicate key card if you trust somebody that much, or if that, all that, I have no idea. But in fact, I'm not even 100% about the theory I just gave you. But I recall something about that there are certain areas that any Joe Blow that you invite into your hangar can go, but there are certain areas that I don't think they can go. But then that begs the question also, if you invite someone into your hangar, I think this is probably point has been discussed about 1,000,000,000 times by now too. Do they get the keys to your ship and they can just say, hey, take my ship out for a spin, and whether they're like your best friend that you would like literally trust your life with, and they fly off with your ship and you're just like, okay, see ya, and they just like keep going and then they don't come back and you're just like, okay, see ya. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess it's just sort of like on the honor system maybe, or I don't know how all that's actually going to work, but that would be sort of funny if someone eventually ever made a video about that. A couple other things. I don't know how my time is, but the last video I made was rather tremendous, so I got to really watch my time on these things. These little hand truck dolly carts, I don't remember these being here the last video I made. There's one here, and there's one way over here on the other side over here. It's not that big of a deal to really show you that, but I just thought I would. There's one way over here. Pardon me running. I should probably be driving my little buggy, but there's the other one there. Oh, something else that changed in my hangar. I don't have the Cutlass Red anymore, the little ambulance. I got rid of that. It just sort of seemed, I mean, it was a really cool ship. I enjoyed the ambulance and helping people aspect, but in the meantime I picked up the Karak, and when that first came out, and it's like that has an actual full med bay, practically a hospital already on it, and it's like I didn't see any further reason for even having the Cutlass Red at that point, so I was like, in fact, to be perfectly honest, I didn't even find a reason to even have this thing anymore actually either. So I've got multiple ships now that I'm not even sure what the hell I'm gonna do with. So anyway, I guess I'll come full circle and I'll end this video where I started my my last video, looking at the old Phoenix here. So this is old Mr. Drain Dog signing off once again. Sorry I don't make too many videos. I'm just not that big of a video game maker. I'll try to make more videos. I'm gonna actually try to start making more videos of different gameplay, I think, here and there when I can, and of course try to keep up with some more Star Citizen stuff, but I just don't because Star Citizen is just such a massive ongoing project that not many things are affected unless, and maybe if when the FPS finally comes out, that might be a really big time to start doing some videos, something like that. But the Arena Commander and the dogfighting and all that, and the racing, it gets so old after a while. There's only so much of that you can do, it's like banging your head against a wall, after a while. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna wrap this video up for now, and thanks for listening, and we'll catch you on the flip side, I guess. Talk to you guys later. Bye bye.